The big story at 5, another election controversy, this time involving the ballot itself. Republicans today filed a lawsuit against the Government Accountability Board.
It's the same board that will enforce the voter ID law.
Jonah Kaplan is here to explain. Jonah?
The Republicans don't like the ballot's design. They even call it unfair and illegal, and here's why. We take the sample ballot, actually, that we have right behind this, and we're going to show you right over here. As we zoom into it, you could see, actually, that there is no separation between the instructions and then the candidates. That's what Republicans are most upset about, and the first one on top is a Democrat. The accusations come from Republicans Robin Vos and Scott Fitzgerald, two incumbents hoping to earn another term in Madison.
I don't know if it will end up with a lot more votes being cast incorrectly in November, but I certainly think that nobody in Wisconsin would want to have an election where there's called into question.
The 22-page lawsuit claims election officials poorly designed the ballots, which would lead to voters' confusion and a failure to understand. Specifically, they think the 2014 ballot lacks proper headings, shadings, clear distinctions between the candidates. Thus, those omissions visually connect the first candidate with the office up for election.
Honestly, in the race for Governor Walker, people probably will walk in there with more of a defined idea of who they're going to vote for. But there's a lot of other races on the ballot.
The ballot in question, though, isn't really a ballot. It's a prototype. The Government Accountability Board sends all counties the rubric as a basis for their ballots.
The fact that someone would attribute any partisan motivation to the staff of the GAB is where I would use the term that it's absurd.
We visited several counties in our area. Only Milwaukee's design included what the plaintiffs perceive. The GAB thinks it's too late to redesign and reprint everything before November 4th.
It's not a practical solution to make any changes at this point, and what we're doing is we're playing around with some perception issues, which we have with every election. You take that and you use that for the next time.
It changes from county to county. So here's the Washington County, and you can see there's the line separating the directions and the candidate. But what's also interesting is, what if they wanted to reprint all of these different ballots? What would it cost? It would cost $1.4 million. Jonah Kaplan, today's TMJ4.
All right, thanks, Jonah.